Hey guys, Jim Bowers back at you on YouTube on the Demunseed Network. Hey, I'm over here in Grass Valley, California, and I'm visiting a friend of mine, Mike Holt, who is probably the single most DJI Phantom collector obsessed person I've ever met in my entire life. I want you to meet him as soon as he walks back into the room, but between now and then, let me show you what he's got. That's a lot of Phantoms right there, isn't it? But wait, there's more up there. But wait, there's more over here and over there. More Phantoms. And over there, more Phantoms. So, I mean, how did you get into this? What got you going on the whole Phantom obsession hobby?
Well, I'm the type of person that if I see something I like, I buy a bunch of them and play with them. And what I did is I bought all these, and some of them are brand new, defective from the factory, never flown, and others have been flown into swimming pools or the ocean in Florida.
So it is possible to put one in the ocean or in a swimming pool and recover it and fly it again.
No. Well, first of all, guaranteed the LiPo battery is no good anymore.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It shorts?
Oh, yeah, yeah. LiPo batteries don't deal with water at all. And the next problem is if the bearings and the little ball bearings are sealed, but they're not watertight in the motors. So you got to put new bearings in them sometimes, unless the person that gets it in the water puts oil in them right away and spins them, then they're fine. But most of the time when they go into the water, the ESCs will go bad because they're live all the time with voltage. And
so now you were telling me that earlier. Do you think that the speed control or the ESC on these, there's one on each motor, is that the weakest link on a Phantom?
Yeah, usually. Yeah. Either that or the wires come unsoldered, where it brings the main voltage, not the signal wire.
When you get these, and sometimes you buy them used, sometimes you buy them new, what would you say is the biggest problem that you're getting? How are they getting broken?
Well, one of the biggest problems I'm going to say is the fact that what people do when they take the prop guards off, they take them off and then they put the longer screws back in. And what happens is they're so long that they
toast the motor.
They hit the windings on the motors, and they cut the windings, and the motors are no good anymore. And a sign of that is when the motor sits there and just jiggles. It just jitters.
And how many times have I told you guys that, number one, I'd like to see you fly with prop guards all the time, because they're just a good idea. You can bump into the porch railing or into a tree branch or into your nephew, and you're not going to cut his jugular vein. So leave your prop guards on. But if you do take your prop guards off, just make sure you go back to the short screws. Don't take those long screws out of your prop guards. Put your long screws back in the Phantom, because you will toast all four of your motors, and you're gonna need new ones.
They're like $26 a piece.
Yeah, so they're into it for about $100 if they blow it on this one.
Yeah, $100 plus shipping. You know, there's usually a couple of dollars for shipping.
Yeah. So.
And the number two problem is people landing them in the water. If you land it in the water, chances are the ESCs are going to be toast.
The speed controls,
yeah,
right?
The speed controls. And the bearings in the motors, if you don't oil them up right away, you want those to run really smooth, because if they don't run smooth, what happens is you get a vibration, and the vibration's not good.
So if somebody sticks one in the water or into the swimming pool or the ocean or a lake, what's the first thing they should do when they get it out of the water?
Well, I would dry it off, take the top cover off, which is a little bit of a pain if you don't have Allens or metric Allens.
16 screws, I counted them.
Well, yeah, there's 12 that hold the body together, and then 4 more that on the very tip by the motor, so there's 16 altogether.
Yep.
Yeah. And so so you dry it out, and then take the motors, take the 4 motors underneath each motor, the 4 screws underneath each motor off and put a dab of oil on the bearing right there. You can see the bearing. You just got to slide it in between the plate and the armature, and then on the top you can put it in through the holes in the top of the motor. You can see right inside there, and you just put a couple little dabs as far as center in as you can go. And then spin the motor with your hand if you could, a little bit, just enough to lubricate the bearings and keep it from rusting.
And is there anything else besides oiling the motors and hitting it with a blow dryer that will save it?
No, because chances are what happens, as soon as it hits the water, things short out. Okay, because water.
And the speed controls are one of the first things to go.
Yeah, the little chips on them it fries the chips.
So you're almost definitely into 4 new speed controls to try to get it back.
Yeah, you can almost bet on that.
Yeah.
And what happens sometimes, like some of these people I bought them from, they let them dry out for a couple weeks, and then they hooked the batteries up to them, and then they started smoking. And what it was is the ICs that were smoking on the speed controls.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, is any of this stuff for sale? Are you looking to part with it if anybody's interested?
Yeah, I'm going to sell them.
Okay,
I've been building them and buying them, and I sold a few to friends and family, but I'm going to get rid of them. I only need one.
Yeah.
I don't need 30. Actually, I've got over 30.
Yeah, pretty much, huh?
Oh, there's over 30 in this room right here with the Walkuras and some of the other ones.
Yeah. So if somebody is interested in picking up one of your used or almost new reconditioned Phantoms, should they just send you an email? You want me to put your email address down below? And
if you want to, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. And as you can tell, or as you can see, he's got plenty of Phantom 2s. You can see the bigger battery door on all those Phantom 2s. And you can see all these Phantom 1s over here. He's got the original ones and the Phantom 1.1 here. So,
and the 330s too. The 330D.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Mike's not the kind of guy who is going to haggle with you. So if you send him an email and start lowballing him, he's going to tell you to hit the brakes. So he's going to give you his best price, and he's going to send you a working Phantom that you're not going to have any problems with because he knows what in the hell he's doing over here. Trust me, I've been here for a little while. I know that this guy knows what he's doing when it comes to putting these things together, taking them apart and getting them all working again. So, Mike, appreciate your time, sir. That was your little tour of Mike Holtz out here in Grass Valley, California. And stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to Demunseed now, because remember, I'm doing the 12 drones of Christmas, and I'm going to give away a brand new Phantom 2 Vision Plus. So my name is Jim, right here on the Demunseed channel. You guys have a great afternoon. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.